Affordable housing for first home buyers seems to be a topic that just will not go away. There's a growing concern out there as to whether first home buyers will ever be able to enter the property market. But Michael Matuzik, a well-known property analyst, he had a few things to say about the first home buyer market and not very empathetic. Have a look at these comments. Generation Y, the largest rental group, is more interested in travel and other lifestyle things than being saddled with a home loan. Potential first home buyers are happy to share accommodation, especially higher priced rental properties with better quality locations. HEX debt is also strangling first home buyer interest. Underemployment is also having an impact. Our employment situation is still somewhat shaky. Expectations are out of whack. For example, a third of all house sales in southeast Queensland are still priced under $300,000. Michael Matuzik in that article then goes on to suggest that they should save the tears for somebody else. Now, as harsh as some of those comments may seem, he does have some valid points. HEX is definitely an issue for the Gen Ys. It's making it harder and harder for them to save money and be able to get into the property market. But also, it's employment or the unemployment figures. Whilst the unemployment figures look good, it's the underemployment figure that's starting to cause some concerns. Now, in my view, the first home buyer market is no longer going to be accessible for the first home buyers, and that's because property developers typically try and pitch to the investors. To get a multi-unit development off the ground, it can take years. There's a land acquisition, the DA submission, the DA resubmission, the marketing costs, the pre-sale requirements, as banks will not lend in many cases without 100% debt cover. And then, of course, it can take up to 24 months to deliver the project. So when we take into account all of those holding costs that the developer has to carry forward, it eventually ends up on the price list. And this is what starts to make things unaffordable for first home buyers. So in my view, they're just going to have to end up in land subdivisions in outer regions. It's not about purchasing where you want to live, it'll be more about purchasing where you can afford. I'm Iggy Damiani, I'll see you next week.